I got this shit, bro. I know ain't nobody seeing me, bro. I know it, bro. I know I'm a legend, bro. God get all the glory, though, you feel me? I don't even like...
Hey, hard. I love this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's a little $42 little nigga? And like, he a little short. I said, them kind of moves like that. Maybe them little niggas blow up. Right? And I'm just sitting there. I ain't heard. Hey, hard. I love this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's a little $42 little nigga? And like, he a little short. I said, them kind of moves like that. Maybe them little niggas blow up. Right? And I'm just sitting there. I ain't
The annual side of one of the best rivalries in the sport. Not a lot of distance between the Gators and the Dogs, and once a year they come here close to the state line and draw their own battle lines. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Georgia's offense takes the field for the first time today. This nasty, bitter feud, most of the years carried out on this nasty, bitter feud, most of the years carried out on... ground carries high stakes today, guys.
I'll tell you what's always fun about watching this game between Florida and... There is just so much speed on the field. I felt that way when I played in this game. There's so much NFL talent racing around. The game just moves faster than most other games in college football.
I completely agree, but we did say the name of the game wrong. It's the Georgia-Florida game. In this rivalry, it's always played in Jacksonville, but speed, bragging rights, this game always matters to the fans.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Etienne. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Last time these two met, the big dogs ate as Georgia rolled easily.
And taking care of business in a
So the Florida Gators offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
The quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. The running back on a linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The run to the left. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Quickly to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll try the run. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans, but this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was #1 team you wanted to beat.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. The Gators are on the move. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to him. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Grab behind the line. It's Hawkins. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 1 more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to game, but when you have 2 longtime foes like the Gators and Dogs duking it out on neutral turf, you know emotions will run high. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Line gets set, first down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They'll go 4 wide, twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. They'll give it to Johnson. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
With jet sweep pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Finds the tight end. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
Well, the quarterback dropped back, read the coverage, and realized there was nobody even close to his tight end over on the outside of the field. So simple pitch and catch, and that's an easy first down.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Back to pass, it's Lagway. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Off play action. Got it in the middle. It's dealt. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Back to throw, it's back. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Middle linebackers, they're middle linebackers because they're right in the middle of the defense. You put guys that have a nose for the football because they literally line up over the football every single time they play the rhythm.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
And that pass picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. fast motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Touch pass on the run. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Gators! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair for the Golden Domers. They're up by 24 over the Red Hawks of Miami. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should...
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Humphries. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. He's going to take off.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it, and they convert. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And the Bulldogs want to move quickly. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up 3rd down.
And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen some way to get this football back and do some damage with it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The receiver on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Quarterback will audible. To the air, it's Lagway. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. There is a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Beaver Stadium, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, one of the largest crowds in college football assembled here. This is not your normal matchup, a battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Gators will kick this deep to start us off. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So Penn State's offense is going to get the chance to start this game off. And there comes the star running back onto the field. He is a special talent. You talk to opponents, he's always the focal point when they face this offense.
Boy, Chris, this guy is special. It's almost like he floats across the field. I mean, I don't think anyone can take him down in the open field. He's the guy that teams try to key on, but sometimes it feels as though no one can contain him.
Back to throw. It's Aller. Pass not complete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Grab behind the line. It's Singleton.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
On this opening possession, they'll face a 3rd down and 5. And he drops back in the gun, fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. And the Nittany Lions begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Singleton. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. And he knocks it right through the uprights. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
So the Gators offense gets their first crack now. Each team is kind of led, Kirk, by one of those alpha linebackers they are counted on for so much every week.
Well, he's got to be physical in that box area, but also have the ability to play out in space against these teams that like to throw the football. Both these guys can do all of that.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They'll start the drive here with an end around. Stop right at the line in the first play. Nothing there.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or a reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position. Were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Looking for his big tight end. It's pulled in. Completion on a diving catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
And looking to throw now on first down. And they heave it deep downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Here's the second down play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. From the shotgun, drops back, makes a quick grab. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They flipped into the field. We're ready now for the second period. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Here we go on fourth down. The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Seventh play of the drive coming up. It's a run to the left. And the Gators moving quickly down the field here. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out with fun and gun and attacking downfield. But I I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They'll try to run for the first down. The Gators offense is on the move now.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Gators will have 1st and 10 here. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gators.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
And now here comes the point after attempt. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Returner decides to field it. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Just about 20 seconds remaining here in the half as they'll line up on 1st and 10. The linebacker shifting around now. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
They'll hand it off. Moves the ball up to the 30. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
The pass rush closing in. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now. The Nittany Lions will bring their punt team on the field now. See if he can make a play on this return. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Happy Valley. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
The Nittany Lions will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They get the second half started with their running play. They'll tackle him at the 27.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Important second down play coming up. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
They're going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking downfield. It's Lagway. He's going to pull it down and run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
We've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Complete with a running back on this 4th down play. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. It's a QB sneak.
Well, well, well. The old quarterback sneak. Well, whatever you got to do to keep this drive moving. We've seen them convert in different ways on this drive, and that sneak will keep this defense guessing when they're in short yardage coming up in the future.
And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Quick throw to his receiver. Picked off, a crucial turnover. And he's got some open field ahead. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Well, when you take a chance, sometimes things tend to backfire on you. Conventional wisdom says to run the ball. No matter what the down and distance is, to work that clock and win this game the surest way. You take the chance, you're aggressive, and it ends up backfiring with the interception.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. They look to throw it here on second down. This time a completion. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. Third down play for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Wallace. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Getting set. Here's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. That sack sets up a third down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. So late in this 4-point game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. So it's still a one-possession game. The offense would love to work the clock here, but they can't take their foot off the gas.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And the wideout goes in motion. They'll work the clock here with their running game. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Drop for a loss after the catch on third down. Sets up a fourth down now.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it falls incomplete. One final shot as the quarter expires. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coach team. Who's going to execute better? And just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome to the swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Boise State's offense takes the field. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
At the 45, on his way. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Finds a man on the right. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this deep. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Fires to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Boise State. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
PAT unit on the field. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking to pass, it's Lagway. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, getting it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
This offense has a second down play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Looking for room at the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and we're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Headed to the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Florida! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to add another. Right down the boulevard. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could cap.
Fires into traffic. Intercepted.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play. and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly